Alright, we are gonna do the Saarabas, guy. There's gonna be two videos for this. This is gonna be the Atlox Burst one. Then I'll make another video in a couple days on another build that I use. I use two different builds depending on who I'm playing with. The one I'm gonna do now is gonna be like an overall build that I've used. I can use at any time. We are level 13, is it? Yeah, we are 14, but we only have 13 points to put in. There's two passives you're going to want to try to get to. I think you have to get to 16 with the passives. Um, there'll be this one. This one was Balanced Stillness. While you're in the flow state, you're immune to snares and immobilizing effects. And then you'll have to get this one with, or in Ignorance Weakness. You are immune to being interrupted while casting spells in the future. Those are going to be the two that you're going to want to get to. And actually, let me do my build real quick. So we're going to go down here. We're going to get Barrier right away. I don't upgrade Barrier because I don't see a use to it. But if you feel like, you know, you need it, go right on ahead. We're going to get From Knowledge Strength. We're going to get the Rings of Asandra. Now here's the kicker. If you're playing solo, I don't really upgrade the rings because, I mean, I do and I don't. It just depends. Right now I'm not going to upgrade them. We'll see where we get to for point wise. Because if you guys are all playing together, you guys shouldn't need the upgrade. So now after we get those, we're going to pop over to the other tree and we're going to go all the way down to the middle here. And we're going to go to Atlox Burst. And we're going to upgrade it for the Shatter. I'll go over what Atlox Burst does in a second. And then we got 4 points. Okay, so this is where you'd have to choose if you wanted to upgrade this or not upgrade it. If you upgrade it, you won't be able to get the both passives. But if you don't upgrade it, you'll be able to get both of the passives. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, I'm missing 1 point to get both passives, so I'm not going to get either of them. We're just going to go and do this. So if you have, you'd have to be level 15 or 14. If you want to not upgrade an ability, you'd have to be 14. But if you want to have an upgraded ability, you would have to be 15. So what the upgrade does is it shatters the enemies because the finishing stance freezes everybody. You'll see that here in a second. We'll do a playthrough on how to play this because it's a lot easier to show you than explain what these abilities are. What else? Yeah, rings. I'm sure you've seen people use them. Gives you ally resistance of 20%, and then lightning increases the attack speed by 30%. And then the upgrade is just it persists for 8 seconds after they leave the ring. All right, let's go into it. Do I Here, we'll drop down a different staff real quick. So I can show you guys what it's like on Perilous. Alright. Actually, I need to take off. Okay, perfect. Alright. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Still kind of new to doing these guys. I did a couple years back, but I'm gonna redo them now that I've been noticing a lot more people coming back to the game or starting out. So please, if again any questions, just ask. If there's anything I can do to make it better, or if there's anything that I'm doing that's you guys don't like, you know, just let me know. Feedback is always welcome, positive or negative, as long as it's constructive.
True, it could be worse than war for the surrounding countryside. The monsters are fire breathing, if you believe the stories. I've sent soldiers to investigate. If this dragon is more than a wild tale,
So when you're moving, you're gonna want to do your leap or your fade step on B there. Then you're gonna do ring, then barrier. So that's how you're gonna want to move and keep barrier up at the same time for your teammates. Usually on this first zone, I don't attack these guys. I'll usually just go right through. Let's see. Okay, they are still aggro. Come on. That big guy might not aggro very well. Hold on. There we go. Just step, ring, barrier. You may, like, if you get those two passives, you really shouldn't be getting knocked down if you're doing the combo. Because the first passive on the left tree gives you the flow stance, which is your third barrier. No, second barrier. Like the second one, which would be putting down your rings here. And I think the other one did the finishing. I'd have to look at the passive again. I remember them, I just don't remember the exact wording. So for the most part, how you want to play this is try to keep as much barrier up as possible. And this is the close quarters build. Oh, come on. So let me figure these guys. These ones right here, I can't press up on the D-pad because I can't with the Saarabas. But the big shield guys on Darkspawn never really funnel very well. So we're gonna come down here, let everything funnel to me, essentially. And while they're doing that, just gonna do ring, and barrier. And then, see how there's a crap ton around me, you're gonna do your burst, which will either kill them. If you're in the right difficulty that you're supposed to be in, it will either kill them or it'll give them to about like half. If it doesn't, that's where you could, instead of doing, you would do the third stage of, okay, they're just running over to go kill that bear, really? Is that bear still alive? Okay, sorry about this. The bear is, you know, making my video, all about him right now. There we go. You can also move like that, too. I'll redo it so you can see. Let me start from back here. So you'll, go forward and then immediately turn around and then you can do your backside to move. Alright, let's go up here. Alright, so once you get them all in a big group like this, like I said, if your burst doesn't kill them initially, you would do burst, ring, and then do another burst to freeze them. And then that's where the shatter will come into play, that people can't do it here for you guys. I know it's kind of a bad example. I think that, yeah, I'm gonna kill him. I should have done it on Nightmare, so I didn't need to kill it. But yeah, so even with the archers, you're gonna want to kind of line of sight them, make them come to you. The Darkspawn archers are gonna be kind of painful, so as long as they're grouped up like they are, you can phase step in, put a ring down, then a barrier to protect yourself, then burst, ring, barrier. This is a very boring kind of play. And then also with this, there's actually going to be, 3 builds for the Saarabas, because there's the barrier only build, where you're just meant to, you know, you're in like Nightmare and Heartbreaker when you're not supposed to be, and you're just doing barrier, you know, for support XP. If you even need to, you can do just straight barriers when, you know, if you're about to die or something like that. I should have put this on Nightmare with a different staff, because these guys are still dying. You can throw some basics if you want, but for the most part, you don't really need the basics with the Saarabas. The next build I'll be doing will be a long-range build, so like instead of them coming to you, you would just kill them before they can even touch you, type of thing. So even, like, if you're in a group setting, if you're running up these stairs or whatever, let someone else run up the stairs so you can keep doing the ring barrier so everyone, you know, stays alive. There is a lot of, the dragons will still shoot, and that has a tendency to kill people. I've seen it happen multiple times when I'm helping people out. We'll open the door, the dragon will shoot right at them, and because we didn't have barrier, they just insta-died and they faded. The third leap will jump on them as you saw, which is nice for getting around the map. Yeah, just ring, barrier, fade step. It's not called fade step, I just call it fade step because it's easier. The same thing with the barrier. Again, you're gonna try to line the sight them so you can come here for right now to get these guys to push over. See how the archers are coming to me now. And you see when they're grouped up. The only time I would really recommend, oop, there's a shatter. The only time I'd really recommend dropping barrier is if you're like the last one alive. Somehow, like say you got like Kunari that dispel your barriers all the time, and then your team ends up dying. Then and you're surrounded, you can do it for like a burst right like that to freeze everybody, or if there's a crap ton of shields. This second one right here will pull them to you, so if you need to pull them off like your archer or something, you can do that. And just ring barrier until there's a bunch of them around you, until you feel like there's enough around you to do this. And like sometimes like that archer over there, you'll have to basic them, you know. Oh, these guys aren't even aggroed yet. See how he was just holding his sword like that? Or his maul? That's because he wasn't even aggroed. I wondering why the round was, you know, being slow. If you stand right here after you kill the rest of them, this is a good spot because you can, I'm not sure if you can see that, but you can affect them through the wall too. You can just sit here, do, you know, burst, ring, barrier is usually what I do, you know, burst, ring, barrier. You're probably asking why I even have barrier when I don't need it on Perilous and Nightmare. It's mainly for the support XP. If you notice like the XP numbers, you'll see the purple support. That's the only reason why the higher levels use barrier on, you know, like the Arcane and the LE and Keeper and all that, just for support XP as well. Yeah, you know, froze and then shatter. That right there also will give you some XP, not a lot of XP, but any cross-class combo, which is technically shattering, will do it. There we go. Old habits die hard. Should be a nug here. Left side. Yep, there it is. Alright, same thing with these big guys on Darkspawn. They don't funnel very well, so just take them out first. And then after that, so normally, so where I'm going to tell you guys to go is going to be different than where the high levels go. We go to a certain spot because we can handle them hitting us. And you really want them to hit you when you have the barrier, but at the same time with your guys' level, depending on the level you guys are watching this at, like 20s or 30s across the board on promotions, you guys won't be able to take a full hit without, you know, it completely depleting your barrier. So this room right here, if you have the Saarabas, just sit right in this corner. And you'll be able to have them funnel you, like, look at that, they're all funneling right there. And it's a big enough range where, like, your archers and other mages can sit a little bit back and still help you out, type of thing. In a big group, you can either freeze or, what you call it, do your firebolt or blast. Just really use your discretion, you know, if you feel like you want to do freeze them, you know, because either way you'll get support XP. Oh, these guys are actually funneling pretty decently today. Normally, they'll just sit there and throw their little, like, cleavers at us. See how it says 37 support? I'm not sure if you can see that in the video or not. I would hope you can. I think if I go here, that archer to the left will... No, he'll just keep shooting at the wall, so you'll have to pop out and... This is my solo play style I run. I just like it. Because I can also switch to just barrier if I need to. If I know that someone's about to die, I can literally just sit there and just ring barrier until they get up to full health. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so being in that corner is decent enough range for the burst to hit, because they killed these guys right here. Ooh, excuse me. You don't even need to go in that corner, technically. You can stay right here so you can affect this whole area. I just go in that corner because it makes the range guys. See how all those archers are still just sitting there? Let's see if I come here, will it funnel? There we go. And of course it has to be dark spawn when I'm trying to make a video. They are the worst to funnel. Second worst is Red Templars. Third would be Venatori. The best obviously is going to be Demons. Demons are best in everything except for XP. They're like the third best. Alright, I think there's just one left. There we go. Same thing, save, step up, ring, barrier. Now, especially for bolters, you're going to want to funnel these guys. Like for me, I'm able to tank them out there on Perilous. However, I was doing my Nightmare level 1 to make this video earlier. And I got bolters, of course. So what you're going to want to do is you want to have one person come up here and aggro this top set of enemies. Oop. This top set of enemies right up here. And then you're all gonna come right back in here. This is gonna take a little bit because they're gonna funnel slowly. But with you being right here, you'll be able to... You should be able to damage them and pull them in before they even get to, what you call it, your teammates. Oh, then we get these Earthshakers. These ones are fun because they only are affected by Spirit and, lightning. Sorry, brain fart there for a second. You see how I had barrier drop for a little bit? I'm pretty sure if I didn't have my constitution, I would have died there. And it's all about teamwork though, too. Like, this game is meant to be played together. It's never meant to be played solo. Just a lot of people have gotten to the point where you can play solo. So if you think you can't do Perilous, it's probably because you don't have a group to do it. If you had a group of 4 people, you had a Saarabas, a Lego, an Arcane maybe, and then like an Archer. Not an Archer, but like a Rogue, I should say. Teamwork, man. That's all it is. Just, work together. Just, especially if you're on Perilous and below, you can still do your fire ability like I am. It's just it's not going to do as much because they're resistant. I'm so used to playing Nightmare that I would just say they only take damage from, Lightning and Spirit, because those are the only 2 that you can damage them with on Nightmare. Otherwise, they'll be doing 1 damage. Also, when you're playing, don't play on the Fire Dragon unless you are trying to do Fire Dragon kills. I would do Frost Dragon. That way it doesn't give you persisting damage. Ooh, apologies. Then while you're just waiting for the bolters, just ring barrier, and then if you have other people here, or whatever, they will usually try to keep you or keep the assassins off you. But also with the burst, that's one thing I like about it. You can kind of keep them off yourself by just occasionally throwing in a burst. Burst, ring, barrier, ring, barrier, burst. My main goal for these guide videos is to help show people how to play. Like, you can get a build, right, but don't understand how to play them, and then that build will be useless. That's why these videos take about 20-25 minutes for me to upload. Or to make, sorry, because they're, I'm going through a map and showing you guys exactly how to play it. Ooh, excuse me. Ring, barrier. These guys just, like I said, they take forever because look how slow they're moving. Oh, that guy just shot at the dragon. And sometimes you can pull them in too, freeze them, and then let them shatter. There you go. See, that shatters the upgrade to the. And I just messed up my combo. That will happen a lot until you get used to playing with Saarabas. So I just realized something, and I apologize for the brand new players in advance. I didn't explain to you the whole casting system of the Saarabas. There's 3 stages. I don't know what they're called. I'm just gonna call them first, second, and third. They have names. It's hard for me to remember what they all are. But yeah, first, second, and third, and each ability on my X, Y, B, and right bumper has their different abilities. Like, this is the first stage, this is the second stage, this is the third stage. And that's how you can combo them. So I'll do first stage of this one, second stage of the ring, third stage of the barrier. And that's when you're reading the description of each ability, you'll know what they do. So, like, and then like the where is it? The leap is basically a fade step, and then you have a backslide, and you have a jump on an enemy type of thing. So my apologies for not explaining that earlier. I should have. There we go. Do. Sorry. My phone. And then for here, what you'll do is you'll come over here and you'll backslide into that to break it. Or one of your rogues or, warriors with their charging bull or explosive arrow or whatever ability they have. Where is my... There we go. Sorry about that. We're just checking out something. And the same thing, ring, or face step, ring, barrier, just to keep barrier as you guys are, going through. And if you do have upgraded rings, you kind of like how I did it there. You don't have to continuously place rings when you're moving. You can do that backslide. This is going to take a little bit because the archers usually like to shoot at the wall, which looks like they are. I don't hear the sound. So same thing, just, if you need to jump up here, jump up on them. Place the ring down, Same concept as what we're doing before, because, we're line of sighting them. If you're able to, take out the boss as soon as possible, or, keep up the barrier so your teammates can. it's a very boring job if you're playing the barrier way of the Saarabas. We're gonna basic her down real quick because I'm tired of her being here. Where'd you go? There you are. See, like, even me, I'm taking freaking damage right now. Holy cow. I have all these archers shooting at me. Barrier. See, let's see what I mean, how they're not funneling, they're just shooting at the wall at me. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. There's a way to get them, usually, is to come over here. And then usually, see, here they come. And then this is where you could jump on them, but I'm gonna keep barrier up real quick while I heal. That should be him dead down there. Yep. Okay. Yeah, Darkspawn are just... they're just annoying. The only hard part about them is the bolters for people. Other than that, they're just annoying. Like, just waiting on them to funnel. Like, once you kill all the archers, you can literally just sit here and let them come to you like this. You can pull them in, freeze them, do whatever. There's an archer to my right. It's stuck. You can see him on the mini map. Like, why is that guy just sitting up there? Okay. There you go. There's an archer stuck there. There's one there. Alright, so normally you don't want to come out here, but because they're not coming out here, I might as well just come out here. That one will die. Here we go. Where you at? There you are. Alright. So basically that's the build. And the passives I already have.
No casualties. Only the necessary scars.
Excuse me, sorry about that. The passives I already have are going to be the passives you're going to pick up after you level up. So like right now, you would get the explosive passive and upgrade and all that. I don't like running because I have my PIM. I don't like running the two passives I showed to you guys. Like, you know, this passive here and this passive here. That's a must for you guys. But for me, as a, you know, I just don't like running them. I don't need to, I should say. So yeah, so you have options. You can either upgrade your rings, or you can, if you already, or if you didn't upgrade your burst, upgrade your burst. But where am I going to put these points? Probably into guard smasher and barrier breaker. There we go. Alright guys, I hope that helped. I know it was kind of not really a, I mean, it was a guide, but it wasn't, I just hope it helped. If it did, just drop me a like and a subscribe, please, and I will catch you guys all on the next one.